If you trade Forex, futures, crypto, indices, any kind of trading, then today's video might very well be the most important video you ever watch. Because in today's video, I'm going to show you that it's not the strategy that makes the trader. And I'm going to do this by flipping a coin. Now imagine beating 90% of all traders without any secret strategy or special indicators, but by just flipping a coin to decide if you buy or sell. Well, in today's video, I'm going to do just that. I'm going to use this coin to decide whether I buy or sell, and with the right risk management strategy, I'm going to show you how this can put you ahead of most other traders. Let's get it. So why am I doing this strategy? Well, because 90% of all traders are failing. Why are they failing? Because they never let their edge play out. They find a strategy. The reason they pick that strategy is because they've seen it work. They understand the rules. But then what happens is they go through a losing streak and they blame the strategy. But the truth is, it comes down to how they're managing their risk and not understanding that every edge needs time to play out. I guarantee most strategies out there, if given enough time with the correct risk management, will be profitable. And that's what I want to prove today. Today, my strategy is going to be a coin. I'm going to flip a coin, and that's going to decide if I buy or sell. As simple as that. So with that being said, I'm not wasting any more of your time. Let's go straight to the chart so I can explain the rules of this experiment. Okay, so to conduct this experiment, I'm going to be using FX Replay because it's the best playground for an experiment like this, because I cannot cheat. So this first test is going to go on for exactly 1 month. And I'm going to show you how over just a month's period, you will already start to see how powerful this is. And it all comes down to the law of large numbers, or the law of averages. So every single day, I'm going to go to the market at the same time. I'm going to take a trade at exactly the same time, which will be 10 o'clock New York time every single day. My risk will always be 1% of a $100,000 account. So it's going to be 1,000. My reward will always be 1,500. So my risk to reward ratio is a 1 to 1.5. And I'm never going to change that, because that 1 to 1.5 gives me my edge, and over a long period of time that edge should play out as long as I'm not changing anything. So I'm going to stick to the same stop loss. I'm on Euro USD, so my stop loss is going to be a 15 pip stop loss, and my take profit is going to be 1.5, that 22.5. So if I click on here, go to SB New York, every single time it'll take me to just before 10 o'clock. So all I do is I go to the exact line of 10 o'clock. So once I'm on that, it's trade time. So now I'm just choosing, am I buying or am I selling? Oh, and heads is buy, tails is sell, always. All right, so let's get this going. First flip, it is a heads, okay? So we are buying. So to do this, I just place the order. I make sure I've got buy. My stop loss is always going to be 15 pips, and my take profit is always going to be 22.5. And that is it. Save that. You can see, let me zoom out. There is my trade, right? And all I'm doing, I'll let this one play out, but I essentially what I will do is I'll just go to the next day. We'll let this one play out, see what it does. There we go. First day is a winner. Wow, look at that. Who knew, right? So let's go to the next day. All right, same thing, guys. Nothing changes. All right, so now, like same again, we just get to the 10 o'clock, which we're on now. Place the order. Take this. All right, it is tails. So now we're going to make sure, okay, we are on a sell. Stop loss is exactly the same. It is a 15, and our take profit is going to be a 22.5 save. Right, there is our trade. And now we're going to just go to the next session. We're going to go to the next day because that'll automatically play it out. So we lost that trade. We're now down to only 500 profit. We lost one, we've won one. Okay, so obviously I'm not going to flip this every single time. To make it a bit easier, I've gone onto Google and I've just typed in a heads or tails website, and basically this is going to do exactly that, right? All I do, flip the coin, there we go, heads. So now we go back and we are going to basically be taking a buy on this day. Just keep doing the same thing, guys, every single day. The coin decides whether I'm buying or sell. Everything else stays the same. That's the beauty of this, right? 22.5 save. There's my trade, and now we just go to the next day, which means it'll obviously take the buy or the sell, and we won that. We're now sitting on $2,000 profit. So we go again to 10 o'clock. There we go. Let's go to the coin flip, and we flip our coin. We've got tails. All right, so let's have a look. We are selling. It is on a sell. All we're doing is putting in our stop loss, which is a 15 pip. Never change anything. Keep everything the same. Save that, and we just go to the next day. Let's have a look. What happened? We lost that trade, okay? 2 losses, 2 wins so far. All right, so I'm not going to let you guys sit here and watch this whole thing play out. By the power of editing, I'm actually going to just speed this up until the end of the month. So with that being said, I'll see you guys at the end of the month.
2 hours later.
Okay, guys, and just like that, I'm back. I think we're pretty much on the last day, so I thought I'd just show you the last day. We'll keep doing it. So you can see there we've got 9 heads, 8 tails, pretty much a 50-50 mix. This might be the last one, I'm not sure, but we're going to just trade it through to the last one. This is a head, so this is a buy. Just been doing the same thing. I wish there was a way I could automate this because it's really tedious. But in the name of the experiment, we stick to it, right? All right, there's our thing, and let's see, will it let us go to the next day? All right, there. So we're going to let this one play out. Let me just zoom out so you can see. So there's our profit, there's our target, and we went straight to the loss. So there we go, guys. A month of trading by letting a coin decide whether we buy or sell, and I'm sitting on a $5,000 profit. Now, this will not be the same every single month, right? Some months you might have slight losses, some months you are going to have wins, but over a larger period of time, you generally will be looking at profit. Why is this? Well, let's go back to the statistics. I want to have a look at the stats, right? So let's have a look at this one. Let's look what the statistics look like, because statistics are very important when it comes to allowing an edge to play out. And this is the whole point, guys. It's nothing special when you look at the chart. I've taken losses, I've taken wins. It is smack bang on a 50% win rate. I couldn't have planned it any better. And let's have a look at the numbers, guys. 47.6% sells, 52%, so it's pretty much an even split between buys and sells. I made 5% in 1 month, guys. Now, the crazy thing is, just when you think that's crazy, that just a coin, just by flipping a coin, but leaving everything else the same, making sure that my risk is always set in place, making sure my reward is always the same. Now, bear in mind, guys, this is by flipping a coin. I'm not even using any entry strategy or any entry model I know. If you're using an entry model you know, which generally should have better than a 50%, you should be right more than half the time. If you are, half decent trader, if you actually understand what the market's doing, you should be able to hopefully predict which way the market goes more than 50%. Even if it's only 52% of the time, you then have an edge there as well. But here's the crazy thing, guys. I want to show you something else. Now, if I were to have closed all of those trades break even, that means when it reaches a 1-to-1, I pull my stop loss to entry, so that if it turns around and goes the other way, worst case scenario, I just break even. Yes, it could turn around and go straight into a loss, which does happen, but let me just show you what this looks like, guys. It would have changed this strategy to 100% win rate. But now the key thing is, right, by having this risk management in place, and it's not always going to be 100% because I have actually tested this on the 3-month, which I want to show you as well because it's very fascinating. But by adding in something like break even, which means as soon as you hit a 1-to-1, you just pull your stop to entry, it could change your win rate massively. Now, it's not always going to be 100%. This is like perfect case. That means every single trade that went eventually to get stopped out ultimately went to a 1-to-1 first before it turned around, which is crazy. You're not going to see this all the time. I have to be frank here. But now I want to show you some of the other stats I have done, right? So let's have a look. So I did another 1-month strat where I did the break even, right? So I want to show you that. So you can see by using the break even, it actually didn't make that much of a difference, but it did improve my win rate somewhat. But this was a much smaller sample size. So what I want to show you is where I did a 3-month sample size. So the first one is here, coin toss for 3 months. I want to show you the stats on this one. So this was 3 months. I can't remember exactly how many trades. I think it was around 60 trades. So difference of going from 20 trades for 1 month to about 60 trades. Now look at the stats, guys. Again, around a 50%, I made $23,000 over the 3-month period, which is mind-boggling considering I was flipping a coin. Flipping a coin, I ended up with $23,000. So the coin toss was slightly more into the favor of buys. I took way more buys, which that's going to happen sometimes, right? If I did this over a full year, I guarantee you this number is going to be much closer to a 50-50. But there you can see, guys, 11.5%, 8%, 3.5%. But you can see the losses are all in there, guys. The losses are all in there. But what makes the difference is that I have that 1-to-1.5. So I'm allowing an edge to play out over time. And this is so important, guys. This is the whole point of this strategy, that you've got to give an edge time. So let's say you started trading on the 5th of May with this brand new strategy, this amazing strategy that you've just got. 5 losses in a row. Guaranteed 90% of you are throwing that strategy in the bin. What happens thereafter? Win, 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 which ultimately brings you back to profitability. And that's my whole point with this, guys. This is the whole point of this entire strategy, that even by just using a ridiculous strategy like a coin deciding whether I buy or sell. My risk remained the same. How I traded every single trade was exactly the same. It makes it so that you can track your data, you can see everything, and it's so much simpler to trade this way, guys. Okay, so guys, after seeing me trade a month, I did speed it up because I didn't want you guys sitting here the whole time. And then me showing you 3 months of doing exactly the same. What is the point of this? The whole point of this is to basically tell all the traders out there that are struggling, your new traders, even your traders that have been in it for a while, that are struggling to find that strategy, struggling to find that edge. Pick a strategy that works for you. Then just figure out your numbers, do some testing, figure out what are you going to risk for every single trade? What is your profit target going to be? And what is your profit going to be? What is your risk reward ratio look like? Whatever it is, test it, see, is there potential for a long-term edge? And trust me, if you do this correctly, it doesn't matter the strategy. I mean, you could literally go to the market with a coin, tossing a coin, which I just did. It's not about the strategy, guys. It's about how you manage your risk, how you allow your edge to play out long-term, guys. And speaking of edges, here at Blue Edge Financial, we have an EA that trades specifically prop firms, and it works incredibly well. So well, in fact, that we've got over 1,250 of our members funded with prop firms. Why is that? We've got data that goes back 10 years, even more for our back test. We've got forward tested data for almost 2 years, possibly even more. So we have the numbers, we know the data, and we know it has an edge. So all we do is we let the system play out. And because of that, we're getting so many of our members funded. And this is what it's all about, guys. Whether you're trading prop firms, trading your own account, get that system that has an edge, and please let it play out, because I guarantee you, you will be a better trader if you do. With that being said, guys, I hope you found some value in this video, because that was the point, to show you that anyone flipping a coin can be profitable in this game. I wish you all the luck in the market, guys. Go and flip your coin. Not literally. Find your strategy. With that being said, guys, I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.